So let's quickly look at our standard ax square plus bx plus c. I want to make it equal to 0. And by using this completion of the square method, I want to find the roots for this story, whether it's in abstract a, b and c. Let's see how it works. So I go for, first of all, I want to remove this a. So this becomes b by ax plus c by a equal to 0. What am I doing? I'm dividing this equation everything by a and this equation also everything by a. This remains 0. This a will get cancelled. I'll get a b by a. I'll get a c by a. And now I know I should be able to come to this point fairly quickly. If I go for x plus b by 2a, why am I dividing this by 2? That was the whole previous discussion. And if I square it, and if you're struggling, still square it just for fun. It's my job to do it just to make sure. So I will get a x square and I will get a 2 into the coefficient of x, which is 1 only, and into b by 2a x. So the 2 will get cancelled and I'll be left with a b by ax, which is what I wanted in the story. What I'll also get is a b square by b by 2a whole square, which I don't want. So let me put a minus of b by 2a whole square, because this squaring will create this extra. I want to balance it out. I put this here and my work is done. And carry over of the equation, c by a is equal to 0. So work this out, x plus b by 2a whole square on one side, and on the other side you will have a b square by 4a square. The whole thing I have squared. I removed the minus sign because I shifted it to the other side, and I'll have a minus c by a. Some of you might already be getting excited at, because it is now looking like that very famous root standard formula as such, right? So I have this on left hand side, this on right hand side. Let me simplify this further. My denominator will be 4a square and my numerator will be b square. A into what gives you 4a square? A into 4a gives you 4a square. So this will become minus 4ac. Now it should look more and more familiar. So let me give it some prime property. X plus b by 2a whole square was equal to b square minus 4ac and upon 4a square. And now go for the square root of both the sides. What will you get? On the left hand side you will just get a x plus b by 2a, because the square root will be gone, and on the right hand side the numerator will become b square minus 4ac, because I do not know how to simplify it anymore. But the denominator is a perfect square. 4a square means the square root of that is going to be 2a. And remember, because you are finding a square root, this could be a plus or a minus. And therefore, you have to create two situations. X plus b by 2a is equal to, let's say, go for the positive situation. That means equal to b square minus 4ac upon 2a. And then move this equation on the other side. So minus b by 2a. And that's it. Solve this a little more and what you will get is minus b plus root over b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Very, very famous root. The other solution will be minus b square minus 4ac square root. So it is written together as plus minus, and the roots are called alpha and beta, typically just a name given to them. So great progress has been made. We started with very simple polynomial multiplication, and we know quadratic equation is nothing but the same thing. Then we factorized, played the factorizing game, made it equal to 0 a few times. Now using this method known as completing the square, I finally figured out a general formula for the root. So maybe in future you don't even need to factorize it. You just use this formula if it is easy, if it's an easy kind of an equation without too many square roots as such. You just use the formula and you'll be done with the story in no time, right? So write this down somewhere, figure this out by yourself, spend 20 minutes and you will master the process. So completing the square as well as having a general form of the roots of the story. La 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 la.